timer. Forgot. I always forget that darn banner.
Well, we welcome everybody who's joining us today. We are the Center for Spiritual Living North Metro. We're north of Denver, Colorado. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
And this is Greg and Sheila Fawcett.
Hi, everybody.
We got Stephan Anthony. He does our affirmations and prayers. And we've got our wonderfully special guest artist, Susan Clark. Welcome.
Good morning.
We're going to get started with an evocation. So if you would, just close your eyes, get comfortable wherever you're at, and join us in recognizing that divine spirit that is everywhere present in this moment, present in every moment. It's perfect in its expression. It's perfect in its creation. And all that is created by this one spirit. Mm-hmm. The one life, the only life, that life that is my life, that life that is everyone who joins us today, the one life. I know that this day is the day that God has made, and I rejoice in it. I hold in my heart that this service unfolds beautifully, that everyone who's joined us today receives exactly what they came to receive. And we celebrate life and its divine essence everywhere on this planet. So very grateful for all life, but for those who have joined us today. And in deep, deep gratitude, satisfied that this word is complete, I release, I let go, and together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
All right, we have our first song of the day. Again, this is Susan Clark.
Good morning, everybody. Since we're so close to Thanksgiving, I picked out some gratitude songs. This first one is by Karen Drucker, and I know some of you are familiar with it, so please sing at home or wherever you happen to be this morning. It's called the Gratitude Song. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. So you're kind of getting it by now. We're going to do it one more time. Sing with me. Gratitude before me. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. One more time. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Wow, that was so
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you.
Good way to start the service.
Absolutely.
And we're grateful for you.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Grateful. Thankful
So
to
we
be
have
here.
we have some announcements, and we'll be right back for another song.
So like us and check in on Facebook at CSL.
That's one person.
Contact us and add yourself to the email list. You can go to the prayer requests and request a prayer, and we'll pray on it all week. But also the prayers and the affirmations that Stephan Anthony does, that you're going to get to hear one of in a minute, are on there for several months. So there's lots of really uplifting information out there. And also Reverend Michael writes blogs, and there's a new one up there. So that would be good too. Today's title is Living in the Mystery. Our guest artist you've already heard is Susan Clark. And our reading is from The Signs of Mind by Ernest Holmes. And now we're ready for the affirmations.
Yeah. Stephan, magically appear.
Here we all are.
Yes.
So join me in this week's affirmations, if you will. I believe and trust in myself because I know I am one with the divine. The universe provides everything for where my life needs to be. I am a living example of God's creativity and perfection. Positive thoughts and acceptance of good fill my mind and soul. I always welcome peace and harmony into my life. Love is given freely and returned multiplied in all of my experiences. And so it is.
So it
So
is.
it is. Now the reading.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Signs of Mind.
By Ernest Holmes. No one has ever plumbed the depths of either the conscious or the subjective life. In both directions, we reach out to infinity, and since we cannot encompass infinity, we shall always be expanding and always enlarging our capacity to know and to experience. We do not need to ask why these things are so. There can be no reason given as to why the truth is true. How can spirit of itself create a new form? I do not know. As Newton said, the fact that we are able to announce the mystery is the mystery. We do not say to the physicist who has studied and photographed the atom, why does it act as it does? He knows no more about the reasons for its actions than we do. All that he knows is that he has learned something of the way the laws of its nature operate. We do not create laws and principles, but discover and make use of them. Let us accept this position relative to the laws of mind and spirit and see what we can do with them rather than how we may contradict their existence.
Wow, that was great.
Thank you,
so
Stephan.
much.
Good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Love
You know
you
you have
guys.
to work today.
Thank you for being here with us.
Yeah. So, oh, it's another
Yeah,
song.
it's time for Susan.
Time for Susan Clark again. Another thankful song, I'm sure.
Yes, another thankful song. This is a drum roll world premiere of a new song that I wrote. Kind of came to me earlier this week, and it's called "I Just Want to Say Thanks."
Mm.
Okay. There is always something to be thankful for, even though the walls are closer than before. Open up the window, let the sun shine through. Think of all the good that only you can do. Thank you for making the world a better place. Thank for the brilliant smile upon your face. I just want to say thanks. Thanks. There is always something to be thankful for, even though the wolf is scratching at your door. Open up your heart and let the hope shine through. Think of all the good that only you can do. Thank you for making the world a better place. Yeah. Thank you for the brilliant smile upon your face. I just want to say thanks. Thanks, thanks, thanks to you and everything you do. 'Cause there is always something to be thankful for, even when you feel you have nothing in store. Open up your mind and let the thoughts flow through. Think of all the good that only you can do. Thank you for making the world a better place. Thank you for the brilliant smile upon your face. Oh, I just want to say thanks, thanks, thanks. I just want to give thanks, 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 thanks to you and everything you do. I just want to say thanks.
That was really beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you.
I love that a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We're just grateful we got to be the first ones to hear it.
We're the first ones to hear it. It's a world premiere, so there you go, just for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
It should turn into a classic Thanksgiving song.
Well, thank you. I'm going to take that as a vote of confidence and move forward with that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Well, thanks for being here for us.
Yeah.
You bet.
Okay, we have so much more with you later on, but we're going to do our thing now.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya. I'm listening.
Okay.
Oh, it's a great day.
It is
A little
great
chilly
day.
today, huh?
Just chilly.
When I woke up, it said it was 21, and I was like, ooh. But anyway, we're talking about living in the mystery. And life is a mystery, no matter how you put it. We come here, we don't know, well, we kind of know how we got here, but that's a mystery how it all works. And we live our lives and all kinds of things happen. Some things happen that we don't even know why they happen, but it's all good. And living in a mystery is an opportunity to let go of having to control everything, having to keep things in order so you don't have to get afraid or deal with things. But that's not the way life works. It's more profound than that. I remember, well, I don't remember, but a lot of people that come into the teaching kind of have an epiphany. I, for one, had one when I came here, and I heard things like the Christ within God is within me. Life is eternal. And my minister was talking about all these things. And I thought, wow, I think we found the mystery of life, the truth of what life is all about. But there were so many more questions. There was, why are we here? Where do we go when we leave here? Who am I? How does this all work? And those are questions. Some part of it can be answered, but mostly there's no answers. We just have to have faith. This idea that that we need to know why we came here, or that we need to know how we came here, and the whole story about Adam and Eve, that is just kind of like kindergarten religion. But life is so much more than that. And when we live in the mystery, we're giving ourselves the opportunity to feel comfortable and not have to know everything all the time. There's mysterious things that happen in life. I'll share some that took place in my life, and it was like different sections of my life that was calling me to live in a mystery. My first one was when I was 15. I decided, my dad was Jewish, my mother was Catholic, and they didn't force religion on us because they sort of left a jazz kind of life. My dad was a jazz musician, and we traveled from gig to gig. And I was always wondering, what is God? What is my part with God? How am I connected with God? So I'd make friends wherever we go, and I'd go to their church, and I'd always be still in question. But when I decided to become a Catholic, I can remember the Sunday before my baptism, I came into the Catholic Church and I was praying. You know how people stand up and sit down, and you're always in movement in a mass. Well, I was praying. I was on my knees, and I didn't get up and get down. I just stayed on my knees praying. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Should I get baptized? And somewhere during the service, I'm sitting there praying, so intense in this prayer mood. I feel a hand on my shoulder, and it startled me. And it was one of the ushers, and the usher said, "Would you come and serve communion?" Because one of our altar boys didn't show up that day. And I thought, yeah, sure, I'm not a Catholic yet, but you asked me, I'll do it. But that was the answer to my question at that time of my life. It was very important to me because I was in love with God, in love with the man Jesus and all that he represented. And it was a mystery that carried with me for a while until I kind of grew out of where I was at that point in time. And then further down the line, I had lost my dad recently. That's a weird expression.
That is a weird expression.
We didn't lose him. He left this planet. He went to another expression. But anyway, I had 2 weeks later, I had these tickets for a concert, and my then wife and I went to the Hollywood Bowl to see a classical concert. And at one point of the concert, a cellist came out, and he did a solo. And as I sat there with my eyes closed, I could feel my dad and my grandfather. And I never met my grandfather. He died before I had reality to who I was or even where I was. But they came to me very strong, and I heard that everything is okay. My dad and my grandfather didn't get along too well because my grandfather was a concert cellist, and he played with the Chicago Symphony, had a degree, a doctorate from the Conservative of Vienna. And so he was like this heavy duty dude. My dad went into jazz, and my grandfather couldn't stand jazz. He called it an abortion to music. So they kind of clashed. So when this came to me, I thought, oh, they're okay. And I felt it as so. Now, did I have proof of it? No. But what was interesting is my then wife was sitting next to me, and she tapped me on the shoulder, and I said, what? She said, did you feel that? I said, feel what? She said, I felt like there was somebody here with us. And that was just a moment in time where the mystery, I stepped into the mystery. I had no proof that what I experienced was so, but deep within me, I knew it was so. And then so many years later, after I became a practitioner, I got a calling to go to New York and try to sell my book. But the thing that happened to me while I was there is it was lunchtime. Well, it was about 11 o'clock. And somebody told me that they had many masses at St. Patrick's Cathedral at 11, 11:30, 12, 12:30. And they would just do back-to-back services. So I decided that I was going to go and just meditate during the course of these services. And the services took place, and when the next one, then the next one, and the next one. And while I was in the meditation, I remember a story my mom told me long time ago. I was in my 20s, and at that point I was in my 50s. She said her father, my grandfather, took her to St. Patrick's Cathedral, which I was meditating at, and she shared this experience with me of what happened between the two of them. So they're sitting there praying, and it was before the Mass, and it was quiet because people were praying or doing rosaries or whatever they were doing. And my grandfather turned to my mom and said, do you hear that? And she goes, what? I can't hear anything. He says, listen, do you hear that? He says, I can't hear anything. He says, well, if you listen really closely, you can hear everybody who has ever prayed in this cathedral. And when that memory came back to me, it was like I could hear all these voices in my head. I could hear all these sounds of people happy, people sad, just this prayerful place. And I knew in that moment that time and space didn't exist. And I was experiencing my grandfather on my mother's side, just like I experienced my grandfather on my father's side. And there's just this thread in my life that is constant. And if you look really closely at your life, you probably can find things that you can't explain, things that have happened in your life that you can't explain. And that's the mystery. We all have these opportunities if we surrender and let go of what we think has to be or what we think shouldn't have been. If we have all these has to be's and should have beens in our life, then it's hard to open up to the mystery of life and allow life to fill you and guide you and direct you in everything you do. One thing I know that I know is God is. God is my support. God is my life. God is my everything. And as long as I can step in and remember that throughout anything that I'm doing, throughout whatever is happening to me, especially during this period of time, with all the lockdowns and the can't do this and can't do that, it's so important to step into that mystery and know that you're safe and that you're secure and that everything is in perfect order. Nothing can harm or hurt or endanger you because you are an eternal being. And when you live in a mystery, which is eternity, and not have to know what's going to happen this time or that time, then you may find some comfort beyond this time that we're in, beyond what's the pandemic, that there's more than that. There's more to you. I'm going to turn it over to you for a while.
Okay. So what I know, I think Reverend Michael already said it, is there's one intelligence and that everything is connected and that everything affects everything else. So I was reading Google News on my phone the other day, and I ran across this topic that said the brain is like the universe. And it's like, whoa, that sounds so interesting. And so I got into it, and they showed a picture of the neurons in the brain and the galaxies in the universe. Obviously, like very, very, very different aspects, because, you know, the brain and the universe. But and they're very similar. And so I started reading about that, and how similar the composition of the neurons in the brain are to the galaxies in the universe, and how the spacing is even the same, obviously in a different what's that word? You know, like one's big and one's little. Oh, never mind. One's big and one's little. And so the distribution of the matter in the cosmic web is the same as the distribution of the neurons in our brains. And so I got to just really thinking about that, and looking about that, and understanding, like, it's like an amazing miracle to me, this thing of creation, this intelligence, this divine intelligence that is creating everything it is and continuing to create, and it's also connected, and it's also intelligent, and it's when I saw that connection, it was just like, wow. You know, we say things like we're made of star stuff, or we're made of God stuff, and the truth is, it's all God stuff, it's all star stuff. And so it doesn't matter whether it's out in the galaxy or it's in our minds and it's in our bodies. We're all that same spark of intelligence. That's the divine, that I just find extremely exciting. Does that sound exciting to you?
Yes.
So then
Absolutely.
I'm reading a little bit more, and they're talking about how the universe is the same everywhere you look. Like, there's this pattern of the galaxies and the spacing and the next galaxy, and how it goes on for billions and billions and billions of light years, which is like, I can't even begin to wrap my head around that. And I don't need to, because it's just, I just get so excited about understanding kind of a little bit. I mean, so I went in and I read some of the scientific articles that really explain things, and I'm like, so I really don't understand this stuff. I find it incredibly interesting, and I'm really excited about it. And I don't know what you're saying, so I'm going to just try and put what I got in a way that I understand it. So hopefully you will too. And then if you're really interested in the science stuff, I'll be happy to share the websites with you. So another thing that has just been discovered recently is that there's a fossil galaxy within the Milky Way galaxy, which tells scientists that some things die and new things take its place. And they've just found that fossil galaxy, and there's a really cool picture of where you can't even see it. I mean, they have the picture all blown up, and then they have a little mark to show you where it is, and I still can't see it, but that's okay. So then what's really interesting about that, other than understanding that galaxies come and go, and you know, it's right within a brand new galaxy. Plato discovered it so very long ago, and he referred to it as Atlantis. And he said it happened 10,000 years ago, and the scientists now are saying it's more like 10 billion years ago. 10 billion years ago. And so just when we're thinking of the divine intelligence, when we're thinking of this planet that we live on, when we're thinking of the universe that we know, and the universe that Hubble showed us, and the beyond and beyond and beyond and beyond that, and just beginning to understand how connected everything is and how connected we are, that there isn't anything that's separate. There's no separate piece that's like, oh, this is me and this is you and this is our planet. And it's all connected, and everything that we do and everything that happens anywhere affects all of us and everywhere else. So Do you have more you want to say about that?
Okay.
Well, so they even discovered that the brain and the universe have, obviously on a different scale, a similar the connectivity follows similar physical principles. So the brain 77% water, the universe is 72% dark energy, and then there's, I already said that. So, oh, I forgot where I was going with that. Well, go ahead and talk for a little while. I just totally lost my thread.
So I had this interesting thought go through my brain when you were talking about the brain is a universe, just like the universe. They're similar together. And I'm thinking, well, if the universe is infinite and the brain is a common copy of that, then we have infinite possibilities within us. And there's no end to what we can conceive or what we can think of. And when you think about it, look at, say, from the 1400s to the 1900s and how slow everything developed. And now look at from the 1900s to where we are now, how fast everything is moving. It's like time is speeded up, and we're getting more and more information, and we're developing computers that think, and God knows where we're going. And for me, living in the mystery of all this keeps me alive and excited to be able to just go with the flow, allow my life to be. And I was also thinking about, well, we teach affirmative prayer.
Yes.
And when we pray, we establish in our prayer what God is. We establish that we're one with God. We declare our desires or whatever we're praying for as if it's already done. We give thanks, just like that wonderful song that Susan just sang, and we surrender, we let go. And that's what we're invited to do in life. Live in the let go. We sometimes get caught up in trying to make things happen, working so hard and just grinding. What was that? Keeping our nose to the grindstone?
Yes, nose to the grindstone.
That's a pretty picture when you think about it.
Ow!
But anyway, living the surrendered life, living and allowing, that's, for me, what this teaching has brought for me. The one big thing was to just allow life to unfold. And sometimes when we pray, well, all the times when we pray, it's good to sometimes take an action. Any action. It doesn't make any difference what it is, because you're telling the universe that you have trust in what you just spoke, that it's done, right, and you're taking an action. It doesn't even have to do anything with what you prayed for. You're just taking an action. And action creates the field for you to step into. And there's always, you've heard of a fork in the road? Well, multiply that by 1,000 forks in the road, and you get to choose where you want to step. And it's like moving from glory to greater glory.
And so we're here for a really bigger purpose than we think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't even understand the depth and breadth of why we're here and what's to do. And so the more that we do the prayer, and the more that we use the principles that we teach, the meditation and the visioning and the prayer and the affirmations, and the more that we can open up to that absolute divine intelligence that's within each one of us, that is also within this planet, that is also within the galaxies and the hundreds of millions of light years away from us, and those galaxies, it's really all one thing. And so we have a bigger part, I think, in everything than we realize that we do. And so to just allow that divine intelligence within us to guide us to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And I know it's really challenging right now. I really want to get together with my family this Thanksgiving too, and we've chosen not to.
Right.
And because this is where we are right now. And we had a really interesting thing with Dr. Patty from Mile High. She did a thing at the Colorado Ministers meeting on Thursday where we talked about the bigger purpose, and she talked about the hollow bone, and then that was the portal for the divine flow. Mm-hmm. It was just and about the chaos and how there's chaos and creativity, and so many great things are going to, I believe, come from what we're going through right now, and chaos and creativity kind of go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. So we're going through the chaos right now, and we have the opportunity to just blossom into our next thing and our greater yet to be, not only individually, but as this community and as the the communities, and bigger until we get to the whole planet. We have an amazing opportunity to understand who we came here to be and what we came here to do. And we do that not by using the tiny part of our brain, because we don't actually think in this thing. We think in the mind of the divine infinite. So we are only limited by the thoughts that we hang on to. There's no limit to what we can think, what we can do, and who can be.
So I invite you to see where you stand right now in your comfort level in living in the mystery. And when you're able to find complete comfort in living in the mystery, you enter the cosmic isness of the universe.
Yes.
That cosmic isness that is here for you and never against you.
Yes.
It's always working for your highest good.
Yes.
It's always moving you from glory to greater glory. It is the true essence of your being. It is that cosmic isness is that same energy that created this universe and everything that's in it, created my life, created Reverend Valerie's life, created your life. That cosmic isness that just wants to pull you forward and have you experience what it is you need to experience for that eternal journey of growing and expanding. I like Newton saying that just being able to talk about the mystery is the mystery. And how true is that? How true, how wonderful it is to be in this life and this planet at this time. Yes, at this time, because the Reverend Valerie said, it's chaos right now, but from chaos comes all creativity. Mm-hmm. And we have an opportunity to creating something grand and glorious for our life, and not just our life, our children's life, our grandchildren's life, and project it as far forward as you can. We have that opportunity now. And it all comes from being comfortable and living in the things we don't know. I mean, when you look at it throughout, you go all the way back to the caveman, every soul that's ever been on this planet has thought about God and had some realization that there is a God. And what do we mean by God? We mean an intelligence that created everything. Just pure light intelligence. And by us surrendering to the good, to the allness, to the isness of God, then we're saying yes to God. We're saying yes to its creative nature, and yes to its life moving and having its being as you and I.
And yes to infinite possibility and infinite potential and infinite awakening and becoming aware of exactly who and how each one of us came here to be, and what is our role in this change that we're going through right now and this chaos that we're going through right now.
Isn't it exciting?
It's divine.
Isn't it exciting? It's divine. And so we invite you to just look at wherever you're at and dealing with whatever's going on in your life right now, and look at it in a mystical way.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it in a spiritual way, and not in the realm of physicality, but in the realm of spirit.
Yes.
And see where it takes you.
Yes.
And enjoy the ride,
yes.
because it's grand and glorious, and it's forever and ever. And I say amen, hallelujah, thank you, God, and so it is.
So are we praying now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I invite you to just take a deep breath and close your eyes. Just be aware of the thoughts running through your head, your heart beating, of your body breathing itself, of all of those things that the divine intelligence is doing in our bodies without us ever needing to even think about it. And as we get into the stillness, as we let go of the busyness, as we recognize the oneness, the allness, the isness, the one absolute divine intelligence that is all that there is, that is in, through, and as my life, Reverend Michael's life, each life that's present here today, and every life everywhere, and everything on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And everything in our galaxy, and beyond and beyond and beyond and beyond and beyond, beyond anything we can even begin to imagine. That's all that divine intelligence which we are one with.
Mm-hmm.
And we are all one together. There is no separate thing, all one together. Just like the water in the ocean, you can take the drop out, but it's still one with the ocean. We are one with all that is. It is our very life. It is the breath that we breathe. It is that which beats our hearts. It is that which thinks our thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
It is that which moves our body. And so just right here and right now, I recognize that amazing truth of our being. And I know for each one of us, divine guidance and divine protection and creativity and love and peace and harmony and joy and abundance and creativity and awareness and compassion and joy and understanding. I know for us peace. I know for us amazing spiritual growth. I know that intuition, that divine voice within is letting us know what is ours to do next and next and next and next. And as we take that step, there's always that divine plan in work. We are always divinely protected. We are always divinely guided. We are always safe for eternity. And even as we leave this human body, we are eternal beings, one with all that is. And so in absolute gratitude for knowing this truth, I pass this word to Reverend Michael.
And I accept everything Reverend Valerie has spoken into the law, knowing that it's already taking place. I send out love and light to all those individuals who may not be able to be with their family this Thanksgiving, and invite you to find any reason to be thankful. Just to be alive, with all those individuals losing their lives across our nation. Be thankful that you're okay, you're safe. And I see safety from all those that are traveling this Thanksgiving week, knowing that they do so in grace and love and peace and harmony, and for the safety of all who they come in contact with. I send out a special light and love to Lana, knowing that her surgery was successful and she heals and recuperates quick and easy, and everything unfolds in the perfection of who she is. I surround her and Harold with light and love, knowing that they make it through this time of healing with grace and ease and perfection. And I also connect to anybody who is wanting a prayer for anything right here and right now. We connect with them and we see it as complete and fulfilled.
Yes, yes.
I'm so grateful for Greg and Sheila and Stephan and Susan for making this wonderful service possible. Thankful for all those who've tuned in and turned on with us and received exactly what they need to receive. Thankful for this and so much more. Knowing the word is complete and fulfilled. In gratitude, I release, let go, and I allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is.
Ashe, amen, and woo-hoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's hear from Susan.
Another Thanksgiving song.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you guys are starting to know me a little bit by now, and I changed my selection.
All right.
After being inspired by your talk of mystery and communing with voices from the past and how we're all connected, I'm going to do a song of mine called Ancient Voices.
Oh, that's
this is that. It mysteriously came to me kind of while I was in that half awake, half asleep state. So I hope you enjoy it.
No, we will.
It's kind of mysterious. Ancient voices call to me. I can hear them in my dreams, telling me the soul lives on long after my body's gone. The soul lives on and on and on, carries me to higher ground. Never lost, always found. The soul lives on and on and on. The soul lives on. Ancient voices call to me. I can hear them in my dreams, telling me that love lives on long after the hatred's gone. Love lives on and on and on, carries me to higher ground. Never lost, always found. Love lives on and on and on. Love lives on. Ancient voices call to me. Ancient voices call to me. I can hear them in my dreams, telling me that peace lives on long after the wars are gone. Peace lives on and on and on, carries me to higher ground. Never lost, always found. Peace lives on and on and on. Peace lives on. Kudashiombe me wano hey. Ancient voices call to me. Oh, I can hear them in my dreams, telling me the soul lives on long after the body's gone. The soul lives on and on and on, carries me to higher ground. Never lost, always found. The soul lives on and on and on. The soul lives on and on and on. The soul lives on. Kuda Sheyame Pe Wanohe.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That
That was amazing.
I'm breathless.
Oh,
Oh, it just felt right.
It was so right on.
oh my gosh.
It
There
was
you
like,
have it.
it was like we almost communicated about it.
Oh,
I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
wow.
I think there's no almost. I think we did.
Yeah, you're right.
So how can people hear that song, Susan? What do they need?
Well, Valerie, you know what? They can get on my Facebook music page, Susan Clark Music, and you can reach me through that. And if you like the song, just shoot me an email or a Facebook message on Messenger, and I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you just as my gift. How about that? I'll
Oh,
by way of an MP3 file. So if you really do like the song, please just give me a shout out, and I will send it out.
Well, put it on-
yes, please.
put it on our list.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad you like it. Yes.
Wow.
Didn't like it. I loved it.
Well, good. Perfect. It really did come to me. It was a transmission. It was a download. I know we're all familiar with those when we're really not in the driver's seat. So it just kind of came to me, and I always honor that when it happens. So yeah.
Was that a Native
You can
American?
share it.
Was that a Native American thing that you put in there?
What's that? Oh, yes, it was. Yes.
Do you know what it means?
And it's basically saying, listen to your elders, listen to your ancestors. And I had a Native American friend of mine, Fred Vigil, from the Jemez Springs area, coached me with the right words to say. And that's actually in the ancient, see if I get this right, if Fred's listening, Towa language. It's a very sacred language. So it's almost, it's challenging to communicate it verbally because it's passed down within the tribe. So, but he did share that with me. So yes, very good.
Well, I definitely connected as soon as those words were uttered. I was like,
Kudashi Ombe and Pea Wanohe, or I'm paraphrasing now, but you're very good. Wow.
So we got one more song we'll have you do. We have some quick things we got to say, and we'll get right back to you.
Okay, thanks, guys. Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't get over that song.
That was just incredible. I'm so glad she gave us the gift of that song today. It was just the perfect thing. So that's one of the fun things about having all these wonderful, wonderful musicians come to us live the way we are, because we can experience that happening. It's like, oh, this is what I'm called to do now, as opposed to what we had planned. So,
and we're unusual, and we don't. The musicians will ask. Some of them will ask me, "What do you want me to sing? What do you want me to do? What's the thing?" And I'm like, I don't care. Just let your spirit.
yeah, you will.
And we have things like that happen, which is just amazing.
Yes.
So we're gonna do some.
Yeah. So
What am I doing?
you're
You
telling
know, the
people.
announcements.
No, you're telling people why they give, and I'm
Oh.
going to tell them how.
Why you're giving?
Yeah.
You're giving because your heart has opened up, and you want to support our ministry. And if your heart didn't open up in that last song, then nothing's going to open up, because
That was incredible.
that took us to another dimension. So just feel in your heart, if you feel like giving today, we appreciate you making your contribution to keep our services going and keep Center for
Amazing musicians.
amazing musicians and all the people that participate in making this happen. So you want to tell them how they can?
Yes. So Greg's going to put the Venmo QR code up,
There it is, right on time.
and you can also text to YouGive, YUGIVE, 888-364-GIVE. And the easiest way is to go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org. There's a couple ways to give right there on the front page. So
you can put your phone right up right there right now.
yes, you can. And so let's just bless what's coming in. And thank you for all of you who are continually supporting what we're doing, because that's how we're able to continue to do this and have the amazing musicians and do the things we do. And we're so grateful.
And when this pandemic is over, we'll be able to find a place where we can all meet live. How great would that be?
And continue to do what we're doing for those of you who can't be with us live in person. We're still going to be doing this, and we've all agreed that we're going to do that. We've all agreed that we are so grateful with the musicians that wherever they live, we're going to be still using those too, because they're amazing, and I would not like to lose that. And I would not like to lose the connections that we're making that aren't here. And it's really nice to have people together too, for those of us who can.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
So just shine your energy towards the your screen and repeat after me. We give thanks for this opportunity to give.
We give thanks for this opportunity to give.
We give from our heart with lots of love.
We give from our hearts with lots of love.
We know our gifts go out and bless many people.
We know our gifts go out and bless many people.
Uplift many people.
Uplift many people.
Inspire many people.
Inspire many people.
And come back multiply.
And come back multiply.
For this and so much more.
For this and so much more.
We say thank you, God.
Say thank you, God.
And so it is.
And so it is.
All right. Anything else? Or we go Susan now?
Let's go see Susan.
All right, Susan, take it away.
Thank you so much. I'm back to the gratitude theme, the little Karen Drucker video. This is called Thank You for This Day.
I love that song.
Me too.
Yeah. Sing with me. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. A little cloudy here. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. I want to say thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for everything. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful life. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful life. Thank you, Karen, for writing such a wonderful song we all can share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for staying.
Thank you.
That's so beautiful. Thank you.
Yes.
So,
Way to go.
that's awesome. So join us on Zoom right after the service to share your aha moments. And the link's going to be in the comments. But if you're on YouTube and you don't see the comments from Facebook, go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and go to the calendar, and the link's right there. And let's see. You can also, while you're there, sign up to get the emails that we send out that do have all the links and things in it, and let you know what other activities that we're doing. So I think I'm done talking.
So have a grand, wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you to Susan Clark for breaking a new song, and for that mystical song.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yes, yes.
Thank you to Greg and Sheila for always being there and producing this. We love you to bits. And Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a wonderful week.
Happy
You're gonna do,
Thanksgiving, everybody.
gonna do a benediction?
That's right. So close your eyes, give thanks, knowing everything's in divine order. Your life is a beautiful mystery that gets to be shining and showing itself day and day. I give thanks for this wonderful service. Give thanks for all those that participated. Knowing that everything is in divine order, I let go, let God, and allow it to be, and so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Peace
Have a
and
great
blessings.
week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Love you.
Join us on Zoom.
Meet us on Zoom.
All right.